You know what I mean? But I'd say maybe the psychology that develops this kind of character, right? I feel like last time we saw this kind of you know, not character. Well, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Naquita, everybody, right? So if you're not familiar with Naquita, hey, right? I don't know. I don't know how many of y'all that are viewing this are familiar with her. Yeah, just a short version of the cheer, please. Just short versions. Don't keep the claps going for too long, especially if you don't know her, because I just want us to zoom in on the psychological, you know, the psychology that develops this kind of character. As I was saying, last time we saw this kind of thing, not this kind of thing, but I'd say, remember when we were talking about Nina Lin, the female streamer Nina Lin? We had learned that the attachment style, right? If you know these kind of things, yeah, you'll know that attachment styles do affect how you kind of relate with people. You know what I'm saying? As they are developed within your younger years, right? Within your formative years, how you attach, how your caregivers attach to you, will then inform your brain and I mean yourself, your being, right? I don't know, whatever. Insert whatever appropriate term that you would rather use there, right? As a kid, right? And then how you develop from that point determines how you attach to people. Well, people, things, but just like your attachment energies. You understand what I'm saying? So with Nina Lin, what we have learned was, you know, she kind of has the how did they coin it? Anxious preoccupied Lin, right? So yeah, currently anxious preoccupied would then wait. Let me just let my boy co-pilot break that down so that everything is clear from the get-go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna like add a whole lot of fluff to my explanations. Co-pilot.
No fluff needed. Got it. I'll keep it.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Look, anxious preoccupied. Can you just break that down? Refresh my memory on what that means again. That attachment style. What's that about?
Absolutely. So anxious preoccupied attachment is basically a style where a person often feels a bit insecure about their relationships. They might worry a lot about being abandoned or not being valued enough by their partner. It can lead to seeking a lot of reassurance and sometimes feeling a little bit more emotionally up and down in those connections.
Emotionally up and down in those connections. So you guys will tell me if this is what is exhibited here. I just only want to start that as a starting point, right? I want to begin at the anxious preoccupied. That's what it is, right? I just don't want to get it wrong. Hold on, let me just check something right. Okay, yeah, now we good. We can go ahead and get into it. So yeah, Naquita, as I said, her name is Naquita. The channel right here that we are zoomed into is, as I said, I don't think I introduced it, my bad. On the talks, ladies and gentlemen, she got banned for saying this about closer people. Here's one common thing, right? Here's the common denominator that I think is something to consider when comparing this woman right here to Nina Lin, is the fact that they both got banned, right? So the banning energy follows people with, you know, the character that's developed from this kind of psychological state of being. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for being like, well, yeah, all over the place. My bad. Let's do it.
Things are not looking good for Naquita. She recently made some comments about people from a certain tribe and got some backlash on social media. This led to people mass reporting her account and getting her banned on TikTok, forcing her to post another video trying to do damage control. I'm Ona and I make weekly videos about things that happen in South Africa. If that's your thing, make sure you subscribe and join the community. For those who don't know Naquita, she's an influencer mostly known for being in a relationship with another popular
relationship. I feel like it is a good time, right? Since we are breaking down attachment styles, I just want to, I don't know, I feel like the theme as of late should be attachment styles, right? In terms of the psychology of, you know, whatever it is that we're trying to break down, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, whatever character it is that we're trying to break down, we're trying to see what, you know, kind of psychological state of being is derived from that. Hold on, let me even see if I'm getting the order right, so that, you know what I'm saying, we understand things the right way. Co-pilot.
Hey there. Welcome back.
So, does somebody's psychological... No. is somebody's character developed from, you know, their psychological state of, you know, being, their psychology?
Oh, psychology is fascinating. It's basically all about unpacking what makes people tick, how we think, why we feel the way we do, and how we behave. If you're curious about any specific area, just let me know.
Does it shape character? Does it shape character? Would you say your psychology shapes your character? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, psychology and character are really intertwined.
Break that down. How, in what way?
Well, for instance, psychology digs into things like why we form habits, or how our childhood experiences shape our adult relationships, or even why certain people react differently under stress.
See, that's why I fuck with you. That's why I mess with you. My boy co-pilot, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. That's what we're here to understand, right? At the end of the day. So that's why with every individual, like, I want to start at the kind of starting point where it's like, yo, what is the attachment style? You know what I mean? Because your attachment style to just like your reality, your world, your environment, you know what I mean, it is developed from these kind of things, right? Concepts like attachment styles. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess it will be the theme for the next couple of videos. You know what I mean? So, you know, and as we proceed with today's program, her version of it is what we're trying to find out. My bad. I don't know why I'm so like kind of
Bruce, and also for being on the Open Chats podcast. She recently went on a TikTok live speaking about some encounter she had with someone, but instead of addressing that specific person, she chose to come after their entire tribe of people.
I can't talk about Xhosa people.
So she was dealing with somebody. Hold on, let me see if I'm getting this right. So she was dealing with somebody who was now getting married to somebody new, right? So to her, this person was now an ex, but then now, instead of, I don't know, for some reason she was feeling bitter, sour about the whole relationship, of which, you know what I'm saying, it's something that's normal. It's something that women exhibit these days, you know what I'm saying? Something goes wrong, and then it's like, you know, she gotta just feel sorry for whatever reason. She might be a contributing factor in thing going south, but you know, accountability. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's literally sometimes a lack of accountability. You feel what I'm saying? But then now, it's like, instead of putting it on X, she put it on her ex's whole tribe. I think that's what we, and then now, obviously, the ex's tribe, aka other people, you know what I'm saying, a whole plethora of other people, because it's not just that nigga that's part of this tribe. That's the closer tribe. Well, for y'all that don't know that, because you know, in South Africa it's like this whole tribal thing going on, you feel me, with different cultures, or you know, different cultures, and you know, things like, yeah. Let me not get deep, bro, because we only breaking down the psychology and shit like that. So yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And this Xhosa, you know, tribe is one of those. Yeah, it's one of the tribes, right? So now she offended the whole people, bro. You feel what I mean? Instead of just like going at the guy. You feel what I mean? No. I want you to follow the kind of thinking, follow the kind of decision making. You know what I mean? And like probably conclude with me, if you know this kind of. The kind of thing that we're breaking down, which is attachment style, that is, right?
I can, and I will speak about them because they're rude as fuck. They have no mannerism.
In the live, she said
they have no mannerism. That's why we have to double down on the decision making, because it can only inform you something about somebody's is it IQ levels? You know what I'm saying? In terms of quality of decisions that they're gonna make. I mean, yeah. Number one, okay, you could have lashed out about the whole people's tribe, the whole tribe as a whole. You could have lashed out, but why do it on social media? You could have lashed out about them on, like, I don't know, wherever you be drinking at. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you be kicking it at with you and your couple friends, or you, your couple cousins, you, your mother. You know what I'm saying? And be like, this, that, and the third about these people, right? Of which there's no reason to go at the people. Go at the monster that broke you. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, it's like, yo, you could have done it in private. Why did you have to do it online? You know what I'm saying? Number two, okay, the elephant in the room. Why go for the people instead of the guy? You know what I'm saying? That should inform you why somebody would do, you know what I mean, an error like. And it's not like, you know, undermining her or demeaning her. It's just, you know, these simple things. It's kind of like in a relationship with a whole lot of red flags, but you as a woman, you keep ignoring those red flags. It's like, no, it's in the little things where you make your you know, better informed decision. Just so she's talking about they have no mannerisms. She's trying to be like they have no manners. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like she's kind of like, how should I characterize this? Like what? She's kind of like directionless passion, like directionless feistiness. It's like the energy hits initially, but then there's no, you know, the filter that it has to be filtered through is not all the way. You know what I'm saying? It's not the one, dog. It's like, for example, the word she was trying to use, manners. No, they have no mannerisms. I don't know. If you're following along, these are deep conversations, ladies and gentlemen. I hope people is following. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, when I be getting on my psychological kind of breakdown kind of videos, reactions, that is, it's like I feel like people under a certain age or some shit like that, right? Not even age, but like intellectual, you know what I'm saying, capacity. I don't know, like a certain level of it though. You know, they can understand, they can tap in. If you're not part of that kind of cloth, you're gonna miss things, right? It's gonna be too deep. It's gonna be da 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 da. So I want you to follow along though, right? Let's continue. I'm starting to
all of these people are rude and they don't have mannerisms, which she got roasted for in the comments because
what they be saying, they have no mannerisms. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody got mannerisms. It's just like the kind of mannerisms, right? It's your type of mannerisms. It's like what kind of you know, what kind of shit you be on, right? What kind of characteristics, you know, make up your kind of mannerisms. It's like everybody got that. But she, you know, we know now she was trying to say manners.
That's not how you use the word.
But you know, dog, bro, South Africans, dog, they can take something as small as this and make it really and blow it out the water. That's why I chose to, double down on the type shit. Because I know, like my people's be just, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yes, sir. Steve.
Spamming, speaking in Xhosa right now. Watch. Yo, the internet. Oh, wow.
She continues and says that the people will now spam her comment section. And this proves her point, which I don't really get. If you're saying something negative about people, you will receive negativity back. I don't see how this necessarily means that all people from that tribe behave in that way. Anyways, someone in the comments tries to correct her by telling her that she's generalizing. And she responds by saying that yes, she will generalize because they are rude.
Funny, I am gonna generalize because they are rude. They're very rude. Like, they are so rude. I've never met one nice Xhosa lady in my life that's very kind. I have never. And you're gonna start talking now. You'll see. You'll start talking rubbish. Exactly what I'm saying.
Watching this, I honestly thought either she is very ignorant or she just doesn't know what generalizing is. Obviously, once this reached the public, they did not take it well. It was reposted on TikTok and the comments were attacking the...
They be saying the craziest things here, dog. I think...
I usually read comments in my videos, but unfortunately...
Oh, Chechikolo. Nah, I feel like, yo... You think things like YouTube be understanding this kind of language? I feel like if... You know what I'm saying? If YouTube understood the kind of language that is spoken on it, because they were outraged. The people of, you know... People that she was addressing were outraged, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just saying, like, if YouTube understood this kind of language, because these is what the replies is in, right? It's written in that language. It's like, yo, if YouTube understood this, I dead ass would have had to, you know, blur out this part of the section. Yo. If yo, abo ikolo, abo mundu, abo mundu. Yini oh.
I don't understand most of these
Nyogo. Nyogo. I
because
literally
they are
would
not
be
English.
banned, dog.
Please translate for us in the comments if you do
No,
understand.
no,
All this
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
outrage eventually led to people taking action and reporting Nakida's account. Someone on TikTok
That's that. Yo, when we're talking about women for change, actually, let me not get into that. We're breaking down psychological shit. Let's go.
posted a video in response to this, pointing out that people should report her because what she said is tribalism.
Is serious lento. Beduna is serious lento. Masizumzekelo ngoyi.
Yeah, and she's right. She's one of the, the people that Naquita was addressing, right? She belongs to the tribe, the Kosa tribe. You know what I'm saying? She's replying.
Even if you are not Xhosa, if you are against tribalism, report ala account kanakwida on Instagram, on TikTok, una YouTube channel lomdana.
There's no.
By the way, guys,
captions
if
for
you're
that.
enjoying the video, please click the like button. It's free and it also helps the channel grow. Anyways, she says that it is a serious matter and should be addressed. She also says that if Nakwida goes on to the Open Chats podcast and continues to spread such things, they will report the podcast and also demands an apology.
And if this girl continues, I podcast yabo apina vule platform for ba amaXhosa anyeleke again. We are reporting.
No, she was on a podcast. Okay, this podcast that she was on previously, right? Because that's another thing that people are like addressing. It's the podcast that she was previously on. Something of similar nature kind of happened. I don't know if that was the podcast, but I think it was because she was on this podcast, right? And on this podcast, it's like another tribal, group, tribe, blah blah. I don't even know how to address these things like the right way without people just even feeling offended. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Tyler story when she was on the Breakfast Club. Tyler, the pop artist from South Africa. And then the whole discussion about her ethnicity, right? And she was like, "Yo, I'm colored." You know what I'm saying? And it was a whole thing. So that collective, right? The colored people, because that's what they are in South Africa type shit. You know? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm only clarifying that because Tyler was in the States, and they were like, "Yo, what do you mean colored?" Because colored means people that are melanated, right? So people of color, you feel what I'm saying? So it was a whole kind of back and forth, but that collective of people, right, they were offended, you know what I mean? Like something was said that actually offended them, really. That it was blatant offense, you know what I mean? And then they were coming at it, and this girl Naquita was part of it, you know what I mean? She was part of that podcast episode. Feel me? And it's just crazy. Like, I just want to point it out to just be like, yo, it's crazy how things that are or just conflicts, right? Conflicting energies that are just surrounding tribalism, for lack of a better term, are just following this Naquita girl around, bro. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pattern at this. Wait, let me just make sure of that, because it might be her or Cyan Bougie, right? I'm not sure. Yo, co-pilot.
I'd definitely say
Yo, co-pilot. Was Naquita the guest that was part of the Open Chats podcast episode when they were discussing the colored issue and then they offended colored people?
that sounds like a really tough and sensitive topic to navigate. There's a lot of history and emotion.
Wait. Listen to me. Was Naquita the guest on Open Chats when the episode in question had conflicting discussions about colored people in South Africa?
It looks like there was indeed a controversy on the Open Chats podcast around August 2025. The hosts made some deeply offensive remarks about the coloured community in South Africa, describing the community with harmful stereotypes that caused a national outcry. From what I found, the guests on that episode were Sinotanda Kama and Muthukozi Matabula, and there's
Who were the guests on that episode, on that podcast?
Sure. So the controversial Open Chats episode from August 2025 actually featured multiple hosts who ended up at the center of the issue. Muthukozi Matabula, Somwabele, Lefe Halalele, and Busiswe Rade. These four were the main voices on that particular episode that ended up causing a lot of outrage. So no mention of Nakwita there either.
Right, so she wasn't the guest on that. Was Nakwita ever a guest on the Open Chats podcast?
Actually, yes. Nakwita did appear on the Open Chats podcast.
So I'm confusing her with another episode. Okay, cool. My bad on that one. My bad. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me just, my bad, my fault. Let me just go ahead and retract. You know what I'm saying? My fault. You feel what I'm saying? Why is my?
I'm tripping. I had to go back on it. I had to go back on it. My bad, chat. My apologies.
Right.
I'm tripping. I had to go back on it. I just had a brain fart.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? I just had to, we finna be a little smoother on this soundboard, by the way. You know what I mean?
Podcast, yeah.
Just got
we
it.
deserve a public apology from this girl. I don't care, but it's not gonna be sincere. Makasebenzise the same platforms she used to udelela to apologize.
She said they will use Nakwida as an example, and they did. As of now, Nakwida's TikTok account has been banned and she issued an apology on her IG story. She says that she should have addressed the one person and not the entire community.
That's it. Now, what was the reason for you to go and at all these other people for?
And tries to make her
What do you say fuck them for? For what reason?
point by saying that she has a lot of friends from that tribe and they have done nothing wrong to her.
Hi guys, I just want to apologize to the whole Xhosa community. I feel like I should have just addressed one person and not the entire Xhosa community. I mean, I do have a lot of Xhosa friends and they've never did me dirty. They've never treated me in any type of way. They've never made me feel any type of way.
But guys,
You know what I'm thinking? You know what's hitting me right now? It's actually not the attachment style that I initially had, guessed it was. You know what I mean? Because no. We're getting to our conclusion, right? We cook towards our conclusion. That's all that we do. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. Excuse me. So when this segment started, I said she was kind of like, the Nina Lynn psychological makeup, attachment style, which is the anxious, preoccupied, right? She's giving probably kind of anxious because it's giving anxious, right? Anxiety. No, not anxiety. Yeah, it might be anxiety because the whole thing of you crashing out so hard that you literally gotta damage everything that's around the target that you gotta go for. You understand what I'm saying? You crashing out so hard that you gotta burn everything around you instead of your mans. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, why must you damage? Why must there be other people who have nothing to do with this as collateral damage to that? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like something kind of, fucks her mind up so bad that she literally gotta pull everything down with her. You feel what I'm saying? And the one thing that would make me be like, yo, because of the fact that she is such a known figure, you know what I'm saying, online, that is, she's mad known, she got somewhat of a name, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been hearing a whole bunch of things about her, she got some shit going on, You feel me? I think, yeah. Even the whole, the fact that they had to shut down her TikTok, and that being a thing. You know what I mean? That shows you that on TikTok she was something. It was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. So the fact that she got all this viewership, dog, all this following, all this clout, obviously somebody might just be prone to acting out of pocket because they got that kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? So that must do something. So now when she's when she goes through a phase when she's going through this kind of conflict, break up with the man, humiliated, it might register as humiliation, and now she feels personally attacked, right? And now as a result, this is how she crashes out. You know what I'm saying? But now her crash out is just like because now you gotta bring everybody, you gotta affect everybody that's like associated to your target, to your mans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's something that might be deeper there. So it's like every time you crash out, it's kind of like there's a certain kind of anxiety that probably hits you. So that's why I'm gravitating towards like anxious. But she be, it does have the attention seeking thing, or the attention retention, using the attention to drive certain narratives. Matter of fact, let's get deeper in the video,
if we
man.
go back to that live, she said that she has never met a kind person from that tribe, so things are not making sense.
I've never met one nice Xhosa lady in my life that's very kind. I've never.
All of a sudden, she has friends in that community, and they are.
Oh yeah, so I feel like it's this probably image of just like, I don't give him up. You know what I'm saying? So much so that everything can all fall down. It can all burn and it can all go to ashes. You know what I'm saying? For as long as I feel this way. So that gives the kind of feistiness that's attached to, I would say it's fear, right? It's fear or something. Like, well, it's the humiliation. Actually, I think that's what it's the fear of humiliation. You actually feel like you're already humiliated. That's why, like, that kind of attack mode, you know what I'm saying, is ready to just like override everything else. You know what I'm saying? Even the sense of like knowing that other people have nothing to do with this.
Are very nice people. This is where her apology gets shaky. It feels less like an apology and more like damage control. When you contradict yourself,
I remember her man's Bruce.
It becomes hard for people to trust that your apology is coming from a genuine place. And honestly, this is something influencers struggle with a lot. They speak recklessly, the backlash hits, and only then do they realize that, oh, maybe this wasn't the best idea. By the time the apology comes, people are questioning whether you're actually sorry or just sorry you got caught.
I do apologize, and I'm very sorry. I could have dealt with it in a better way. I could have just said this person or this person. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. I should have never included.
Why do you only realize that now? You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, the whole effect of like, the whole attention on me. You know what I mean? That's like, I gotta, damn, did I just do that? Like, what? Like, what's about to happen, nigga? You know what I'm saying? It's like, did I really just do that? Type realization, type epiphany. You know what I'm saying? And then only then, because now, only now she's thinking of like how it's gonna affect maybe your brand, bag, social, your network, your this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But then beyond that, it's like, you only realize. It's like post-nut clarity. You realize what the reality of just like what you've done later. You know what I'm saying? And just realize how not worth it was afterwards, after you bust your nut. I'm only pointing that out because now I'm wondering like how she would be like as a live streamer. You know what I mean? She'd be on like some she'd be on crazy shit. Like I feel like she'd be on like worse shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. As a live streamer, maybe on Twitch or some shit like that.
Involved everybody. You know, I really do take accountability for things that I said, and I'm very sorry about it. And yeah, I think I kind of did mess up, and I could have done better. But I am here apologizing to everybody that felt a certain way about me, and everybody that felt like I was wrong. And I'm very sorry, and I really do apologize.
She then apologizes and says that she should have never generalized, but she was warned during that live about generalizing, and she doubled down and said, yes, I will generalize, so now it's awkward because she's apologizing for something she was very confidently doing 24 hours ago. It's hard to convince people you regret something when, in the moment, you're proudly defending it. The first time I got introduced to Nikita was through her beef with Seema from Spreading Humors, and ever since then, everything I've seen of her includes drama and controversy.
You look 50. You look like a shopping queen. You look 50.
With that body, you don't impress me.
Have you seen your eyes? Have you seen your...
Oh, yeah, she looks mad different here. Oh, I think the one that I was looking for, the color thing was it was Sign Bougie, man. Man, like, put it down in the comments, man. Correct me if I'm wrong type shit.
Even with this more recent drama with Seema, it seems she is always involved in some negativity. Though I will say, in this case, Seema was out of hand when she said that Nakwida has some kind of condition.
I don't know. I think she needs help. Mentally.
Why do you think that?
Have you met her? No.
I understand internet beef, or just beefing with someone in general, but trying to say someone is mentally ill just because you don't like them is a bit weird.
Crazy.
One of the other hosts asked her if she's just saying this from her experience.
I ain't gonna lie, why did y'all draw this nigga's head like this, dog? Is it really like, you know what I'm saying? My fault.
Of Nikita online, and she said yes, which doesn't make sense really.
I don't think, like, personality disorder, something.
Personality disorder. Oh, I think that's what I wanted to break that. Oh my god! What the fuck? My boy Seema in the building. You literally just reminded me, like, I literally, okay, I pre-watched this a little bit. Okay, I cheated a little bit. I cheated on y'all a little bit. I pre-watched it until like I pre-watched it until I think it was like a couple minutes, bro. I swear to God, it was like 4 or 5 minutes. I swear to God, it was 4 or 5 minutes. Like, because y'all know how we do, man. Like I tell y'all I never pre-watch the thing. I'm just here. It's a raw reaction. Everything. Like for the most part, let me say for the most part, 99.997%. It's raw. Right? It's only this kind of percentage where I pre-watched it a little bit. So I pre-watched it, and I think, you know why I'm crashing out so hard is because when I was pre-watching it, like, BPD, dog. You know, like Seema right now, she just was like, yo, some sort of personality disorder. Like, literally, earlier on, like, yesterday, I think, yeah, yesterday, when I was pre-watching it, I was like, yo, this is giving BPD, personality, no, yeah, BPD, borderline personality disorder. Swear to God, bro. Hold on. Copilot. Easy. See my boy, what's good? Yo.
Hey there. What's on your...
Yo, break down the you know, the personality disorder BPD.
Sure thing. Borderline personality disorder, or BPD, is a mental health condition characterized by intense emotional experiences and instability in moods, behavior, and relationships. It often involves challenges with self-image and difficulty managing emotions. It's definitely something where professional support can really help.
Do you know Nakwida, the content creator from South Africa?
I couldn't find any details on a content creator named Nakwida from South Africa in the recent sources I checked. If there's another name they might go by or any other detail, let me know and I'll try again.
What's a real life example of somebody with BPD that goes through a breakup from a relationship?
Absolutely. Going through a breakup can be incredibly tough, and it often brings up a lot of emotions, sadness, confusion, maybe even relief or hope for a new beginning. Just remember that it's completely normal to feel a whole mix of things and that healing takes time.
You know what I'm saying? That was my little analysis. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out my boy, co-pilot, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out my boy, co-pilot. Thank you for the assistance, sir.
Online. I'm just seeing thing is online.
I think there was just no comeback from her side, and she decided to make it about mental health, which is out of hand. But anyway, my point is that there seems to be a trend of Nakwida just saying negative things online, or just things that are, quite frankly, not that smart. There's a clip I saw where she's telling people that she believes she's a mermaid.
Wait, I'm a mermaid, right? In case you don't know.
You're a mermaid?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Always swimming.
What do you mean you're a mermaid?
Apparently, if I go into the ocean, like the sea, I'll never come back. I'm gonna be eaten by a snake, and then I'm gonna be eaten by a snake, and then my spirit is gonna live with my ancestors in the ocean.
And obviously, she got cooked by the internet for that.
That's what I was saying. Like people from, you know.
But let's talk about something
crazy,
more
though.
important, the issue of tribalism. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably remember the incident with Open Chat's podcast and the comments they made about color.
Wait, who did she break up with that had her speaking like this with? Who had her speaking like this about closer people? Tell me, Bruce is closer? Wait, Bruce is closer. Is it Bruce? And my boy co-pilot doesn't even know. Doesn't have much, information about these niggas. These niggas ain't that like that. You know what I'm saying? Co-pilot.
Hey again, Cizwe. What's on?
Do you know Bruce, the content creator from South Africa?
Sure thing. So Bruce is a South African content creator.
Okay. What's Bruce's current girlfriend?
Right now, Bruce Willis is still married to Emma.
Yo, I'm talking about Bruce from South Africa, the content creator. Who is his girlfriend?
Got it. So Bruce from South Africa, he's been mentioned recently on TikTok, and apparently there's been a bit of buzz around his relationships. Right now, it looks like he's got a girlfriend named Tloni. So that's your current scoop.
What? Who is Bruce's ex-girlfriend?
So it looks like his ex-girlfriend was actually someone named Tloni, who recently got a bit of attention on social media. So there you have it.
Bro, my boy is capping. I gotta update this nigga ass though. Hold on, bro. Nah, why you capping, man? Nah, my boy capping. Hold on. My boy capping, did he just slide in my face, bro? Man, bro, wait. Man. Is this how you spell the name? I don't even know, bro. Hold on. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. And this nigga doesn't even. Are they still, bro? Are they still together? Yeah, nah, I don't think I'm trying to I'm saying this was a month ago though. This was a month ago though. Hold on, y'all remember this one? Tell me y'all remember this one.
Stop trying to defend these girls, bro. Like, if you want to be with them, it's okay. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Baby,
stop.
That's not the case, baby.
You're embarrassing me. You're such a f***ing embarrassment. Dating you is an embarrassment, right? Why the f*** are you even searching for my friend? Why are you searching for my friend?
Which friend?
Why are you searching for my friend? What the f*** do you want from my friend?
Which friend?
Are you mad, bro?
Wow, come on. No.
Don't piss me off, don't. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You have nothing to hide. Sit your ass down. You have nothing to hide. Headphone.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't do it. Baby.
No, you don't understand how you make me feel.
Plus. Hold on. Now, hold on. This was a month ago, right? I'm reading this right. Let me zoom it in so y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? For the degenerates at the back that gonna claim that they didn't see this shit. This was a month ago. I mean, so Peter cries for Bruce. Cheating, betrayal, lies, Zimbabwe trip, and more. Zimbabwe trip. This nigga Bruce from Zimbabwe. What you talking about? This nigga's a tosser. Unless it's someone else, you know, like me, dog. Like I don't mind, you know, retracting on my work. You know what I'm saying? If I got the facts wrong, we gonna laugh. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it right. We gonna get it wrong in front of everybody, and then go ahead and get it right in front of everybody. How's that sound for everybody? You feel me? Okay, no. Okay, but you know, we're
colored people. One of the hosts said that colored people engage in certain activities with their family members, and another one said she believes it because colored people are crazy.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what she was part of the shit. Is it her?
I gotta believe that because colors are crazy. Colors are crazy.
And this is where the real problem is. When people with platforms speak this recklessly, it normalizes harmful stereotypes. It creates an environment where...
So I couldn't recognize if it was her or not, because all of these kind of like modern kind of women, you know what I'm saying? They all look the same, but they have this like identical thing. Where you see this Atlanta thing. You see this thing in Atlanta where they call each other twin, and everything like that. I swear to God, like all like each and every IG baddie, you feel what I'm saying? That is the one thing to whom it could be the most applicable. Twin, you know what I'm saying? Say twin, hey twin shit, twin. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it when like a whole bunch of niggas is like calling each other twin for no reason. Well, okay, I get. What am I saying? My fault, y'all. I know it's a best friend thing, a friend thing. It's my partner. It's my this, that, and the third. It's my guy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though, you know, the context, bro, like it fits the most with, you know, these modern day females, you know what I'm saying? Modern day, especially when we talk about like the IG inspired, IG consuming, IG creating, content creating type of female. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the one that has to wear her hair instead of grow her hair, you know what I'm saying? The one that has to wear the nails, the one that has to wear, you know, the makeup. This is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like what y'all like. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? They look the same. It's like one nigga.
All people from this group behave like this.
Oh, this is the picture that they used.
Becomes casual conversation instead of something to immediately challenge. And because many of these influencers are young, unfiltered, and surrounded by friends who won't correct them, they end up reinforcing ideas that have real consequences offline. Somewhere at home, there is a little kid watching your live or watching your podcast who believes what you are saying, and they are going to go out there into the real world and repeat the same things. You can joke with your audience, but when the joke is pushing harmful stereotypes, it's time to wrap it up. But
I'm saying, so like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, kids, first things first.